Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your celestial wisdom for the week of September 18th through the 25th of 2022. And as you can see, I'm back in my office. Thank you so much for all of you who are supporting my little jaunts to Nine Gates Mystery School. And it was undeniably one of the best classes, sessions that we have had in a very long time. Not saying not to negate the other ones, but this one was just something about the energy was amazing. And I bring that up in particular because it was during my time away that Mercury has gone into retrograde. And guess what? I traveled. Yes, there was some delays, but I made it home safely. There was, I could have gotten home about 3 hours earlier, but either way, I still got home and it was fine. And keeping our sense of humor was extremely important. It still is up for us. I just want to remind us that we are moving towards that halfway mark of the Mercury retrograde. If there's been some misunderstandings or there's been some things that it's like, duh, I thought this was happening there, and then it wasn't, and now we have to readjust, it's okay. Just remember that you'll have a chance to redo things. Mercury retrograde is a wonderful time to button things up from the past. So if there's been something you've been sitting on the fence with for a while, now's the time to make a decision around it. And keep in mind that your intuition is really up, it's pulled in, so this information, these intuitive hits that you're getting, pay attention to them. We start the week on Sunday, the 18th, with the sun in Virgo making a trine to Capricorn, or excuse me, to Pluto in Capricorn. And then, of course, I mentioned Mercury retrograde is now opposing Jupiter. So this can challenge our sense of independence and freedom and understanding about what it means to really be in partnership. And in doing so, look at it this way: you're able to mix things up and say, okay, and it doesn't just have to be romance, it's also a sense of partnership in life, a partnership in business, partnership with maybe it's our relationship to money and things like that. We're looking at issues of collaboration versus autonomy. So you may be having something that you want to work on yourself, but as they say, many hands make light work. So including others, but not having death by committee. So there's that push and pull between what I want versus what is best for everybody, and how much do I include, and do I just make this decision on my own and stand on my own? Power influence goes a long way during this time when you're communicating logically. So if you're trying to win somebody's you're trying to get them over to your side, trying to win them over, then use some logic there, give them the facts. They're pretty undeniable. And any sort of deep and penetrating conversations you might have during Sunday into Monday can actually really be tools of transformation. So if there's any conflict, I mentioned this before with the Mercury retrograde, this is a great time for conflict resolution. So use it, and remember that with conflict resolution, you keep it about what's happening inside of you. Try and stay away from the you statements. They sound very accusatory, putting the other person on the defense. Monday, September 19th, Uranus is going to make a trine to Venus, which is in Virgo, and Uranus is in Taurus. So liberation, inspiration within our relationships are up. Again, more of this push-pull of me versus us, and wanting to make sure that we can naturally and harmoniously, this is that trine, find the inspiration and share it with others, share it with our partnerships. And if you're single, this is a great time to get in touch with old and new pleasures that make you more interesting and attractive as a potential partner. You may also easily be attracted to someone who has some unusual interests and things like that. Now, remember, with Mercury retrograde, the rule of thumb is not to start a new relationship during this time, because whatever is being presented isn't usually what is true or what is the real part of it. And so when Mercury goes direct, you start to get more information and go, oh, this person isn't quite what I thought they were. That doesn't always mean that the relationship is doomed for failure. It just means take your time. Patience is the key. If you're coupled, then if you touch on, say, some new things that bring out some delight or desire in the relationship, that's going to enhance things. On Tuesday, September 20th, the moon is in Cancer. The moon becomes the star of the show in from Tuesday, Wednesday, because the moon is the ruler of Cancer, and it's going to make an opposition to Pluto, which creates its push and pull between what I need versus the power I actually have, or the control I actually have over something or someone. And we also have the Sun and Mercury creating a sextile here. And so powerful emotions and listening deeply to our intuition is going to offer us opportunities for deeper understanding in our relationships, as well as whatever subject matter we're learning. So remember, ask questions. It's not so much about having the answers as much as it's about asking the right questions during this time. Mars is moving into a trine with Saturn. That happens on Wednesday. It's not exact yet, but what this can do is we start to feel this push and pull between I want to communicate what I want, what I desire, and yet here's Saturn, that's Mars, and here's Saturn saying, well, here's the rules you have to play by in order to communicate this, or in order to get things done, in order to travel, or to go where you need to go. And so when you have this trine happening, things should flow a little bit better, where everybody starts to get on board with our ideas, but also coming up with ways to collaborate on the rules. How do we make this actually manifest? How do we make it actually happen? Can we all agree to it? So this is the time, Wednesday into the rest of the week, where you can really start to look at this from a persuasive, collaborative kind of energy. And if you're able to communicate logically, if you're able to also with some passion and some fervor, and really convince the benefits as to why your idea is worth taking and doing, you can start to see some really good movement. And then on Friday, Mercury is going to retrograde back into the sign of Virgo. So you get a chance to workshop the details. You get a chance to look at, hey, here's my idea. I've got everybody on board. Now, be careful that we don't go into the negative Nelly, if you will, and the monkey mind takes over and says, oh my God, what if they find out I'm a fake? What if this isn't right? What if, watch that, but use the critical mind of Mercury and Virgo to retrace your steps and make sure that some of those details that are really important are in shape. And if you aren't a detail-oriented person like myself, get somebody else who is, that can go back and look over things and give you somewhat of a critical eye. And this is also around the time this weekend when we hit that halfway point of Mercury retrograde. So we can start to feel like there's some, I'll say, culmination and relief that happens around this weekend. If there's been some misunderstandings, that you may be able to find ways in which things start to unbind, and that you can get some solutions, and you can feel like a turn is actually happening in relationships. And especially if you've been dealing with something pretty heavy, solutions can show up now. And this is a lot of stop talking, start doing energy over the weekend as well. You can find yourself in a place where you may decide you want to take on more things. And I would offer that over the weekend in particular, give yourself permission to do things slowly and in small bites. And that is going to make a huge difference, because I can see a lot of us trying to do too much, and it leads us into burnout. So really important that we maintain the course, but we also take things in small bites, and just really give yourself over to enjoying the weekend, enjoying the people that you're with, and communicate very clearly. What is it that you need in order to feel supported, in order to bring out the best version of yourself? This is a great time for you to be able to communicate that with those that care about you and you care about them. All right, you guys, I really hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Come find me at jamiedawn.com, and I look forward to connecting with you. Have a great week.